Hi, I'm Shravin James joining with the Electribe channel with another cool and exciting project. This project is about using the OLED display of the Obo Car. So as you can see in my background, there's the Obo with eyes. So from that you might get a little hint that what I gonna do today. Yeah, of course, we are gonna give eyes to the Obo Car, but not to see the world, but to give cool animations on it OLED display. And so without further ado, we'll move to the Obo Car. Okay, as you can see now, I have the Obo Car on my hands. So here's the OLED display on it. And yeah, need to mention that this is the third OLED display, no, the fourth OLED display. I bought two OLEDs in this project. I break the glass of this and it wasn't working. Actually, I break the display. Robotic Gens guys were actually kind enough to give me three OLED displays. So this is the one that I'm using now. It's working totally fine. I'll be aware of it. I should not break this one. So yeah, that's all about it. And yeah, so I mentioned about the eyes. So I'm gonna have some cool animations in this OLED display. And actually what helps to see this Obo Car is those obstacle avoiding sensors, which are called as ultrasonic sensors. And I might have another upcoming project with those as well. Stay tuned to Electribe channel and make sure to subscribe, and then you won't miss any single upload that I gonna do in this channel. So back with the project. So now I'm gonna turn on the OLED. So you can see it's open the eyes and wink. Then it's gonna look around while the battery dies. So yeah. So this machine is going to work until the battery dies or I turn off the switch. So now we'll keep this aside and move to the code. Okay, here we are with the Tony app. So I have the code loaded here, and as you can see, I have the basics that I need to run the code on the Obo Car. So from machine import the pins, so those ITC are used for the OLED display on the Obo Car. And then I have then random library for that look around part. So and then the SSD1306 file, you have to download it from this manage packages part. So and then I'm using the Obo Car function here. So with the Obo Car, Robotic Gen guys give you a Obo Car function for you, and from this file you can actually do anything. It's very easy to use this Obo Car. So make sure use this Obo Car function, then it will be way easier. And then I have the initialization of the OLED display, and then I have this cool car start tone, which is provided by the Obo Car's code. And yeah, so I'm not gonna take much time and explain the whole code one by one. If you can you can refer to my documentation, which is pinned in the comment and in the first comment and in the description, so you can get more about this project, that how I did this project. And yeah, so I'll explain quickly what is this called doing. So first, I used to know how to use the pixels of the OLED display, and then I draw a circle on the OLED display of the Obo Car, just one circle. Then I moved into this eye function. Then I drew two circles. In the first thing, I didn't have the pupils. So then second, I added the pupils. Then it will be easier to look around by moving the pupils. So I have to move the pupils constantly. So I use those left x, right x, y parameters to change them constantly. Then it will be more easier to program the animations. More about it in a bit. And yeah, that's about the eye function. How I make the pupils is I leave a little circle inside that circle of the eye, and then blacked out the pixels. Basically turn off the pixels of that area. And then this look right function, so here I'm just changing the position of the viewport basically. So it's so simple here in those look up, look down, look right, look left parts, and then the blink part. That was a bit tricky. So you have to be smart when doing those coding stuff and all the other things in your day-to-day life. Those coding things will make improve your those thinking skills and all math skills, any kind of things. So we're talking about math skills as well. I had to manage those pixels in the Obo Car and place place the eyes doing some calculation. Then it won't look very weird after having the eyes. So those codings help to your day-to-day life and for everything. So if you need to learn more about those coding, robotics and stuff, you can join the Robotic Gen Academy. It's open for everyone. So link in my description. And when talking about the blink function, how I did it is I created a big circle on top of each and every eye, and then I moved a bit upper by increasing the y coordinates. Then I blacked out that pixels. So if you look at this Obo Car, it blinked now as well. Yeah, it's going on with some random things, so I don't know when it's gonna blink. So you saw it blinked. You saw how we did it, and yeah, so then that's how it blinks, and you saw I'm blacking out that pixels which I wrote the circle on. And then the wing part. The wing part is I'm doing blink for both two eyes, and I'm gonna remove one eye, then it's wink. See? And the look around function. That's the heart of this part, the code. So I'm using the random choice here, the random number, then random choice. It's gonna pick 0 to 4 values from this list, and I have some if conditions, so you can go through those if conditions and learn. I have used those in my past project as well. You can see them in my channel. Make sure to subscribe. I'm mentioning it again and again. So sub to the channel will be amazing. You can learn a lot of things about robotics. So then here I have those. This part is actually the initial part of my OLED display. It's gonna blink, and after some delay, it's gonna pop up the eyes, and then wink, and start the while true. It's gonna first in the while true as well. It's popping up the eyes, and with some delays, it's gonna look around. So it's gonna use this look around function. So actually, that's about the coding part of this project. Okay, now views. So have I coded this OLED display on the Obo Car, and now it's a cute little guy. So you can create these on your own at home, and yeah, so this is all about today's project, and subscribe to my channel, and you can follow Robotic Gen as well. Their stuff is in my description. You can see them, and hope you guys enjoyed today's project. To see more projects like this, stay tuned with Electro Vibe channel. See you guys in the next project.